Do you guys know what busking means? No, not that. Busking, like with a K. Do you? If you know what that means, leave a comment with what you think it means. Because the guy who played the hammered dulcimer on this, Matthew Cunningham, I should say, was found after Jack Douglas heard him busking on the streets of New York with a hammered dulcimer. What? Music is hilarious. Hi guys, welcome to Lee Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am. Sorry for the long intro, but I just had to. I saw that word busking and I was like, what? That's great. We're back with Mr. John Lennon once again. I think we just did a song for him not too long ago, I think a few days ago. But I've been really digging his solo stuff. Him and Paul's and George's, like literally everything that they did afterwards. It's just, it's so good in its own way too. It's so different, but yet it's still so them at the same time. I mean, if you know what I mean. Like I don't know how to explain it exactly. I think George is the one that sounds like the most different, and then I don't know. But then the Beatles were mostly like songwriting wise were Paul and John. So like I don't know. But today we're gonna be listening to Watching the Wheels by John Lennon. It was released after he died in 1981. The B-side features Yoko Ono's "Yes, I'm Your Angel." It was the third and final single released from Lennon and Ono's album Double Fantasy. Obviously, it peaked pretty high on the Billboard charts and such. It's basically it's addressing the years of his house husband years, he says, for when he retired from the music industry from 75 to 80, and he concentrated on raising his son Sean with Yoko. And yeah, this is obviously very sad because it's just a shame. I'm not even gonna get into it. Let's go. If y'all are not subscribed, just subscribe. If you want to watch more Beatles and John Lennon, any of the solo Beatles stuff, I'm gonna put a playlist right there. If you want to watch all that afterwards. And this is a request from our patron Scott. Thank you for your support, Scott. I actually appreciate it. All right. I'm going. Okay, John Lennon. Watching the Wheels. 3, 2, 1, go.
People say I'm crazy, doing what I'm doing. Well, they give me all kinds of warnings to save me from ruin. When I say that I'm okay, well, they look at me kind of strange. Surely you're not happy now, you no longer play the game. People say I'm lazy,
Oh,
dreaming my life away.
that piano.
Well, they give me all kinds of advice designed to enlighten me. When I tell them that I'm doing fine, watching shadows on the wall. Don't you miss the big time, boy, you're no longer on the ball. I'm just sitting here watching the wheels go round and round. I really love to watch them roll.
Wow.
No longer riding on the merry-go-round.
That's eerie, dude.
I just had to let it go.
This got really sad all of a sudden.
People asking questions, lost in confusion. Well, I tell them there's no problem, only solutions.
Andy Newmark
No longer
on
riding
drums.
on the merry-go-round. How does it go?
Oh, that's a Beatles part right there.
I just have to let it go. I just have to let it go.
The dulcimer sound is so cool.
I just have to let it go.
Wow. That's eerie, man. That's so eerie. I can't believe that's the last single. I mean, I don't know if that's like his last song ever that he wrote, you know? I know there was like I heard I think there was a comment I read that like he had like a tape for a song in his pocket when he died. I don't know if it was his. I can't remember exactly what the story was, but I just got this like just wave of sadness halfway through, like realizing that that was the end, you know, because he had so much more to give, and he had already given so much to the world, and just so many ways, like not even just his music, but like just his personality, the things he did to help people. Like I know that he had his issues just like we all do, so go ahead, there's a pile of stones over there if you want to throw it. I'm not gonna do it. I just like you have to just remember, like, you know, times change, and I'm not saying anything is ever gonna be, you know, the morals of things don't change, but the times do change, and things that are accepted and not accepted, you know, like whatever, man. Like that's why I don't try to judge people from 300 years ago, because I don't want people to judge me 300 years from now. Hopefully, if we make it that long, and think like I'm some some just mud monkey. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, man. Like I just I feel like we could give a little grace to some folks. You know, just but we don't know the full story of things, and but it's eerie that the lyrics to this song are just so like apropos for like apropos for the situation of like what happened, unfortunately. You know, getting off the merry-go-round, as they say, like, right here, you know, and it's sad, man. It's just so sad. I'm sorry if I'm being a bummer. It's just like I said, like halfway through that song, I just got this wave of, I don't know, almost grief of sorts, because I knew about John Lennon, of course, like before this channel. Like I knew Imagine. I think everyone knows that song. It's like one of the most famous songs of all time. Everyone knows that one. And like I knew he was a member of the Beatles and such, but I just had no idea like how genius he was. Like to be honest, like all the Beatles, I completely and utterly underrated them before, obviously, because I had never listened to them. But they're they're one of the best bands, if not the best band of all time. Like it's crazy, and they're so popular. Like I never shut up about that. Like they're popular and they're good. Like that just doesn't happen much, man. But if, John, I really liked it here. Just how like, he just felt so full of life and light right here. Like it's almost like he knew. Like I know that we don't, but like I feel like we know what's gonna happen before it does. Sometimes, like I don't know if it's like predestination. Like there's a whole philosophy, you know, like things about it, obviously. But I don't know. Sometimes it's like, I feel like it's Donnie Darko, and you're just kind of following that path that you're already set on, you know. And if you alter it, then it'll force you back onto said path, you know. But so one way or another. But it's just the way that John can just turn anything into just pure magic. It's a skill that not many people have, and it's a damn shame he was taken from us. All right, John Lennon on vocals and piano, Earl Slick and Hugh McCracken on guitar, Tony Levin on the bass. That's why that bass sounded so good. Okay, well that makes sense. George Small on the Fender Rhodes, Eric Troyer on the Prophet 5. What the hell is a Prophet 5? Analog synthesizer manufactured by American company Sequential, designed by Dave Smith and John Bowen in '77. This is the first polyphonic synthesizer and fully programmable memory. Oh, no shit. All right, that's cool. Andy Newmark on the drums, and then Matthew Cunningham on the hammer, dulcimer, Arthur Jenkins on percussion, and then Eric Troyer, Cheryl Mason Jacks, Cassandra Witten, and Michelle Simpson on backing vocals. I would definitely say the piano was my favorite part here, and his vocals. And then I don't know, I did like the drums in this. I didn't know if it was Alan or not, Alan White, because you know he was on some of his stuff, obviously on Imagine and some other things. He was on How Do You Sleep, man. Oh, that song was so good. See, now I want to go listen to it after I just mentioned it. John just has this like way of making every song that you listen to just like this earworm that you're gonna be singing like the next day, you know. And I love it. He is one of a kind for sure, and I'm so glad that I discovered him actually and the Beatles and all their solo stuff, because like all this whole channel's just been a journey and a half, but especially with the Beatles stuff, because like I've just learned so much history with it as well. It's not just the music, like they have their own lore. Like their lore has lore. Like it's crazy. I mean, there's so much that goes into them. Like at the surface, they're the Yellow Submarine guys, you know, but if you go deeper and deeper, like each layer, it gets deeper and more intense and emotional, and they were just one of a kind, man. And I'm gonna stop kissing their ass right now, but I I really enjoyed that, and like I said, I'm happy and I'm sad from it, obviously, because it was such a pretty song, and it felt really lively and full of life, and his vocals never sounded better. The piano sounded great, you know. It was just great, man. It's yeah. I'm going to leave it alone. Thank you for watching, guys. Thank you again, Scott, for a great pick, my friend. Another great John Lennon pick. He said this was his favorite Lennon song of all time. I see why, man. That's a good one. And I can't wait to listen to it again. And it's not too long. It's kind of short, too, so I can just keep replaying it. And I can annoy my girlfriend, right? Yeah? Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. We all know we have Patreon right here. That's a picture of it. There's a link in the description. If you join the $15 tier or up, you get one free request a month. If you join any of the tiers, you get access to all of our block videos, our patrons only Discord, and our full album reactions to the Beatles. We've got Revolver. We've got Sgt. Pepper. We've got Abbey Road. We've got half of Please Please Me. We've got half of the White Album. There's all kinds of stuff in there. There's other bands too. King Crimson, Blind Faith, you name it. Well, not you name it. There's like 7 maybe, but yeah, it's worth it though, I promise. And there's also a actually there's more than 7. I'm just lying. It's just a joke. There's some PayPal and a Cash App link as well in the description for tips, requests, and anything else. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a good one. I will see y'all the fuck later.